Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing you how to connect to a remote computer using Visual Studio Code. We'll cover everything from setting up the SSH tunnel to demonstrating some useful features once you're connected. So with that being said, let's get into it. Let's break down how SSH tunneling works with a diagram. Imagine your local computer is here, and you want to securely access a high-performance computing system, which is our remote environment. When we talk about an SSH tunnel, we're referring to a secure pathway over which your computer can communicate with the remote system. It's like a private road just for your data. It is encrypted and safe from outside traffic. In most cases, you can connect directly to the remote system using this tunnel, which is shown here. However, in many secure environments, you can't directly connect. Instead, you go through what's called a proxy or gate server. Think of this as a checkpoint that you must pass through first. The SSH tunnel first connects your local machine to the gate server. From there, a second SSH tunnel extends from the gate server to the remote HPC system. This two-step journey ensures that all communications are properly secured and only authorized traffic reaches the HPC. To establish a SSH tunnel in VSCode, we first need to install the remote SSH extension. Go to the extensions view by clicking on the square icon in the sidebar, then search for remote-SSH. Click install and wait a moment for it to set up. After the extension has been installed, we need to set up the configuration for the SSH connection. Start by clicking the Open Remote button in the bottom left corner of VSCode. Now click Connect to Host, then configure SSH host, and select your SSH config file. Typically, this is found in the .ssh directory. Here, we will add the configuration lines to connect to our remote server. I'll explain each line. The host argument is an identifier for your connection. You can name this whatever you'd like, but it's best to use something recognizable and specific to the connection, like the host name of the remote system. The hostname argument is the actual network address you want to connect to. This can be an IP address or a domain name, like the one we have here for the HPC system. The forward X11 trusted argument allows you to forward X11 applications from the remote system to your local machine. This is particularly useful if you need to run applications with a graphical interface over SSH, which is necessary for VS Code. The user argument specifies the username that you will use to log into the remote system. Replace my username with your actual username on the remote HPC system. The proxy command argument is used when you need to connect through a proxy server. This command creates an SSH tunnel to West Virginia University's SSH gate server, then uses the W flag to forward all connection attempts to the final destination, which is denoted by %H for the host and %P for the port. Essentially, it bridges your connection to the HPC server through the SSH gate server. Once you've entered all these details, save the file. You've now set up your SSH configuration to the remote HPC system. To establish the connection with our remote system, we'll begin again by clicking the Open Remote button in the bottom left corner. Then click Connect to Host and select the hostname you've just configured from the list of hosts. When you click on the hostname, VS Code will attempt to connect to the remote system. At this point, you should see the prompt asking for your password. Go ahead and enter your password for the HPC system. Here, we have an additional layer of security with dual-factor authentication. You'll be prompted for this as well. Follow the instructions on your screen to approve the authentication request, usually by accepting a push notification on your mobile device. In some configurations, you might be prompted to enter your password once more after completing the dual authentication. This is to ensure that the connection remains secure throughout the whole login process. You'll now be connected to your remote system. You should now see the VS Code interface as if you were sitting right in front of the remote computer. Once connected, you can navigate the remote file system. Open the Explorer, and you can start browsing folders just like how you do on your local machine. Here, I am showing you that you can open and edit multiple files. Another nice feature is you're not limited to a single session. You can actually open multiple login sessions, whether they're to the same node or different nodes on the remote system. Let me show you how. Simply use the plus icon in the terminal view and click on the bash button. This opens another session. This feature is incredibly useful for a variety of tasks. For instance, if you're running on an interactive session on a node that doesn't have the internet access, but you need to download something from the web, you can do so. Just open in another session and download your content without disrupting your current workflow. And that's how you connect and work on a remote computer using VS Code. This powerful setup lets you manage and develop on a remote system as if you are right there. Thanks for watching.